Business at the High Court in Kampala today came to a dramatic standstill as Dr. Kizza Besigye was denied the chance to speak directly before the trial judge. Besigye, who appeared alongside his co-accused, his aide Obeid Lutaale and Captain Denis Oola for the commencement of their treason trial, arrived at court at exactly 11:33 a.m. The session was presided over by Justice Emmanuel Baguma of the Criminal Division. After his legal team, led by Kenyan lawyer Karua and Kampala Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago, had introduced themselves, Besigye raised his hand to speak. "Good morning, my lord. I wish to raise a matter of concern before we proceed with this business," he said.
Yes, my lord, a very good morning.
Good morning.
I wish to raise a matter of concern before we proceed with this business.
Absolutely. Are you still represented, or you are putting them off so that I listen to you? Are you still represented so that I know you are not represented?
I am represented, my lord, but I am raising this concern.
Yes, we must follow. But since you are represented,
okay, I put off my representation until I finish my submission.
But before he could continue, the judge abruptly cut him off, asking whether he had formally withdrawn instructions from his lawyers. Karua quickly interjected, reminding the court that no law prevents an accused person from speaking in court, even if they have legal representation. Besigye then clarified that he had only temporarily withdrawn instructions so he could raise a personal matter before his lawyers took over. But Justice Baguma insisted, if that was the case, it would have been done in writing.
I have listened to you, and I am saying that Counsel Massa Senior has introduced a team of 10 lawyers as your legal representative, and unless and until they put it in writing that they are no longer representing you in writing on your concerns. So I am directing that the team of lawyers, 10 as introduced by Martha, through consultation with you, let them get all the concerns from you and they address court on your concerns. And I'm giving you some minutes to consult your client, and then you tell me.
He directed all concerns be addressed to the High Court through his 10 lawyers and not through him personally. Besigye pleaded, saying he would be brief, but again, he was cut off mid-sentence.
That he wants to raise some issues with court. I've also listened to his team, specifically Senior Counsel Mother and Counsel Karibara, still saying that the accused, that is A1, wishes to raise his concerns with court. And I grant the same in the following way. I'm granting the request in the following way. So, Colonel Doctor, raise all your concerns, all the issues. Put them together in writing. So court to understand and craft properly all the concerns. And I'm giving you time that from today, Friday, file your concerns, and then come back here for the 7th when I'm responding to those concerns that you have put in writing. The rest, you are remanded at you.
Is this to mean that I cannot talk in court?
I have yes. The order that write your concerns for me to know all the
Justice Baguma then went silent for about 4 minutes, writing his ruling. In the end, he directed that Besigye's concerns be put in writing and adjourned the matter to October 8th. The ruling sparked chaos. Supporters inside the courtroom, including members of parliament like Ibrahim Ssemujju Nganda, shouted at the judge, demanding to know why Besigye was being silenced. Ssemujju, visibly frustrated, accused the judiciary of disrespecting both the public and the accused, citing long delays in starting the session. "This is a public court, not someone's compound," he said. Judges are paid with taxpayers' money, and yet we'd sit here waiting for hours with no explanation. Outside, the atmosphere turned electric. Supporters broke into revolutionary songs, waving their fists, demanding justice and cursing the court's decision. Judicial staff from nearby buildings, including the Court of Appeal and the Supreme Court, left their offices to watch the unfolding drama. Security personnel struggled to contain the angry crowds as chants of liberation echoed through the premises. Inside, Besigye's lawyers, including Ernest Kalibala, insisted that having legal representation does not silence an accused person. Appointing lawyers does not close the mouth of the party, he said. No law bars an accused from raising issues directly before the court. But the judge stood firm. His ruling would not change. Besigye was then escorted out of the courtroom through an underground passage, briefly placed in cells and later whisked away by joint anti-terrorism security. Sources later claimed that he had initially refused to appear in court at all and was forced from Lutaale prison by security operatives that could not be independently verified. Background to the case reveals serious allegations. Prosecutors accused Besigye and his co-accused of soliciting funds, acquiring weapons, and plotting to destabilize the Ugandan government. The state claims Besigye even discussed sabotage operations and an alleged assassination attempt on President Museveni using drone technology. Evidence expected in court includes recordings, phone logs, and immigration documents. Besigye, Lutaale, and Captain Oola all denied the charges. But for now, the case has once again raised questions about judicial fairness, due process, and the right of an accused to be heard. As the treason trial continues, all eyes remain on the High Court and on whether Dr. Besigye will eventually get the chance to speak in his own defense. Story compiled by Judith Kukunda for the Uganda Radio Network, Kampala.
What the order is, I am ordered to take charge of this court. This is not a public warrant.